will be interesting, I'm sure. So weird. If I do this, move the other side, I can see what I'm doing actually. Yep. And so can you. And I can see that I should change that. Just a tad, just a smidgen. Transform. Edit transform. Smidge. Ready? 30. 40. Is that better? Should I retain? Maintain? Retain? Probably retain. The border up there, or should we just go for a completely... I think we'll go for completely cropped on the game action. Hello? That is transform. So top 20, 30. That seems to have done it. Put this over here for the moment. I want to be able to see chat, you know. Like so, like so, like so. Okay. Wonder if anyone will join in here. Oh, I should perhaps fix the title here. Tokyo Vlog gameplay and Gamedev talk. I mean, that's accurate. That is what this stream is going to be about. So we'll leave it there for now, or as such, I think. For anyone who's wondering, this is a game I bought like last week. Yes. It was last week, was it? I think so. I couldn't make it work well. So I guess you might see part of my desktop. Yes, you can. Or this is so. I could make the game work. I just couldn't make it. Couldn't make OBS capture it properly with just window capture, which is what I regularly use. Sorry for this flipping back and forth. Oh, it's not. It's still. You can still see the border slightly. Anyway, if I do like desktop capture, or it's called display capture, sorry. That means I'm just the window that you see here with the game character and all that. That's just there we go, cropped out. Good evening, Leif. Hello. So what you see here is a game that I wanted to show last week or this weekend. Last weekend, but I couldn't make it. Couldn't make OBS capture it properly, but I found a solution, which is not elegant, but works. It seems to be a theme as of late for me. Anyway, so I'm just capturing my entire window, my entire screen, and cropping it. That's why you'll see other windows pop up from time to time when I switch to other things. How are you? Welcome to the stream. I don't know if I said that. I was so engrossed in my own thoughts. Anyway, so I wanted to have a game to stream that was, you know, with a different atmosphere. We have Iron Fury, we have Banner Saga, and now hopefully we have this. This is well, I haven't played it. This is the first scene. This is where you start. I just have this up to sort of advertise it. or promote the fact that I'm going to stream it. I did read a review of it in the Swedish edition of PC Gamer a year ago, maybe a year ago. I seem to remember it getting good reviews, but most of all, I just thought it looked really adorable on Steam, and I thought this will be a good third installment in streaming. So I know basically nothing about it. I haven't even watched the intro because I thought we'd do that together on stream. You're tired and had a good day. That sounds great. This week hasn't been very productive up until now. I feel I'm just about getting back into being myself again. Sometimes it takes several days to reset. And those days, from working nights to working days, I haven't been able to reset properly, but at least I'm sort of in a productive frame of mind, you might say. So I'm good too. Isn't he too cute? You can kind of zoom in on his face by standing him close to the wall and doing this. Is he not adorable? Well, I'm assuming it's a he. That might be silly. I have no idea what gender it is. Going to see if a few more people are going to drop in. And then I don't know if I'm going to stream this here or on Twitch. I think I should do Twitch since this is gameplay. So this is an announcement stream. I can't get over how cute he is. Oh, nice! I had a very productive weekend too, so even though I was working then, I came up with several ideas that I'm really looking forward to putting, setting my what do you say? Get my teeth into. That's perhaps a Swedish expression. I'm going to set the. What was the poem about, by the way? Or have you posted it in Discord or something like that? Options. I turned the video options way down for the sake of. Well, I turned all these off for the sake of seeing if that would help me capture it, but it didn't. So let's turn them all on. See if what happens. I think it was quite beautiful. I mean, I still think it's beautiful, but yeah, it fixes the problem with, for example, his fur sticking out of his little cap there, or at least mostly. I don't know if I like the motion blur. We might perhaps experiment. Oh, what's that meter up in the left corner? I have no idea. It seems to be decreasing as I run around here. I know there's an intro. I just skipped it every time that I started because I just run the game to try capturing. But there's an intro. There's a story, and this is going to be some kind of fairy tale adventure. I mean, you seem so delighted about that poem. I'm really curious to read it. Oh, I can climb there as well. I usually refer to playable characters as males even if they are female, just because the character is a male term in German, so it is okay. As you have a more you retain much more of your sort of gendered genus references in German. It's very bound by that, as I recall. We don't really do that in Swedish. There is some of it, but very little. It's more traces of a bygone practice, as in referring to certain specific objects as he or she. The sun is a she, the moon is a he. Clocks, or the time and clocks in general, or clocks, I'd say, are a she. Boats are also a she. Is there anything else that is a he specifically? Those are the only examples I can think of off the top of my head. There are probably others. There are some regions in Sweden where it is more used, where instead of saying it, people say he or she about it. But not where I come from. So I find it quite, shall we say, quaint or rustic when people speak like that. And I'm from the extreme south of Sweden, so I guess from my point of view, it's northwards. Yes, hello Gabsy, welcome to the stream. Leif seems to be good, I'm good, and I hope you are too. This is a game I bought last week for the sake of having a contrast and something to compensate for the darkness of Iron Fury, the cyberpunk world of Iron Fury. And similar games that I like those games, and I'm not going to play more. I'm going to play Doom probably, and I mean the 2016 version of Doom, which I tried. It works well with OBS. I think I even tried when streaming a little bit, but just I'm not sure. But it seems to be working. And yeah, those sorts of games. Banner Saga is not as gloomy graphically speaking, but it is certainly is gloomy conceptually speaking, story-wise. This seems more light-hearted and fairy tale-like. And so I bought it, and I had the enormous trouble capturing it. So this is not, I'm not doing window capture on this. This is actually just a capture of my desktop. So I mean, you can see stream chat there. Wait, if I do like this, for example. It's a mess, but it works at least. And anytime I'm not in the window, it freezes, as you can see now. Now I'm in OBS, which can be very trippy. Hello? Yeah, well, Leif, you are going to... I mean, I guess in a sense, Banner Saga is a post-apocalyptic game. A post-apocalyptic game. Oh, good lord. A post-apocalyptic game, but it's, or rather, it's an intra-apocalyptic game, I think. Mando! Welcome. Mando, look at this cuteness. This is the third game I'm going to be streaming, and I bought it specifically for its adorable fairy tale qualities. Oh, by the way, it's called Ghost of a Tale. Don't know what that's in reference to. Now that people are here, in general, I shall restart it, because this is the start of the game. There's an intro that I haven't seen. By the way, I got an Instagram message from Sonny, who asked me to say that she's okay, and to say hello to you guys, or wish you a good day, if you're wondering. So, I think you are the people who are most concerned. So let's start new game and see what gives. Hope you can hear. How are you guys? I think I asked Gabsy, but as well. How are you, Mando? In the beginning was the green flame, a force without conscience, consuming all in its path. The creatures of the world fought back, but one by one they fell, only to rise again as puppets of the emerald fire. It was the rats alone who stood and fought, until at last, as at Periclave, the green flame was extinguished. Very Lord of the Rings-ish. I'm good. This week hasn't been very constructive so far. But I have plenty of time still before having to go back to work. just about a week actually. And I am constructive again. I am constructive. I'm productive. That's the word. Well, okay. So I didn't miss much. That was the intro, apparently. Here we are. We are some sort of rodent. I actually thought we were a mouse because of the way he looks, but maybe he's supposed to be a rat. Or a forest. I would say a forest mouse. I don't know. It's hard to say when you can't tell the size. This is obviously a cell made for a rodent of his size. Okay, so here we are. We are some sort of rodent, very adorable, with a jester's hat and a mandolin. What is that? What do you call them? A lute, right? I can sleep. I can presumably pick up this red rose, I think. Look at if I walk up here and stand like this, he looks very curiously at the rose. Isn't that cute? Seems to be acknowledging things. Cuteness incarnate, isn't it? What are the controls? Left click? Indeed. Flowers for Mera. That was the name that was in the intro. You stood before the Baron, your wife Mera, at your side. He bid you play the poisoned cup, and you knew then this was not for his amusement but a test. And so play you did. But from Mera there was only silence and a look of such defiance. He moved to strike her, the Baron, and you cried out and went to her. And then darkness. Ugh. How many days have passed since then in your heart? In your heart you know she's still alive, and that you'll one day find her. Until then, all you have are these flowers, your memories of her, and a question. Why? Oh. So sad. Okay, so we are a jester or a musician, a minstrel. And our wife was assaulted by our lord, and we were thrown in jail. How horrible. Can I pick the bread up? Here you can also find information about quests and lore. Indeed. Oh dear. Oh, I have I can take my jester's hat off? No. Waste. I thought you would like it. I mean, it's difficult not to like this game, right? Food. Oh, that's my health meter up there, I suppose. A stale hunk of bread and a sour apple. We're not terribly well off. I mean, they're not, but both are rather unappealing as food, but maybe start with the apple as a restorative. Should we do both? Made of potatoes and chalk. The pauper's loaf will leave one's stomach feeling full, whilst providing almost no nutritional value. Oh, okay, let's just eat it, shall we? There we go, now I have full health, apparently. I have my red rose. The rose's scent reminds you of Mera's grace. Its thorns, however, remind you of her wit. Huh. It's nice. Figurine of your child. The figurine of your infant son, Bryn. Bryn's lutka is stained black with ash. And my lute, a tool of your craft and one of your most prized possessions. It was carved by your master's master from driftwood gathered along the shores of Lake Vaelia. So lucky that they didn't take it then. Mysterious message and a key. Hello. Meet me at the top of the watchtower. Cover your tracks and move unseen. Okay. And a cell key. Someone wants us well. It's just that. By the way, can you hear the audio all right? I did some audio setting beforehand. I believe this is correct. Oh, wait, maybe I should set it here. Because it's kind of important, I feel. Because there's this sort of scuffling noise seemingly from outside this door, as if someone's walking back and forth and grunting in an unpleasant way. Can you hear that? Oh, Davey, hello! Welcome! We are an apple core. Well, let's pick that up, shall we? That might be useful. I'm not spoiled for food here. Another red rose. A new page has been added to your flower book. What am I doing? Books. Costume book. Song book. Mera's book. A book of pressed flowers that evokes your memories of Mera. Oh, okay. The last village lay 2 days past, and you sensed Master Lulin would not survive long enough to reach it. So you laid him in the handcart and hurried on. A young minstrel apprentice, all but alone in a kingdom you'd known only in song until then. On you went toward the hills, down rutted lanes, through fords, onward until the way grew steep and slippery with moss and rain. And there, beyond the ridge, among fields of flowers, was a village. Hamel, an island in a golden sea. You can't hear any audio at all. Okay. I did raise the audio. Maybe it wasn't enough. Put that there so I can see it. Let's see if I can go close. I mean, there's not a lot of audio yet. There's no music, for example. Well, I think it just said Hamel, actually. Why do I continue? No, not sorry. It said Hamel. Just Hamel. Well, I'm finally. I'll show off my Steel Stratum game, which I test played yesterday in its new form with a friend of mine here in Copenhagen. I brought it along. We played it on a big screen. We hooked it up to her television set and played a game. And I don't know if you know, I modified it, that's the word, so you can play 2, 3 or 4 people at the same time. Oh, is there another apple there in this little cage? What is that? There is 1.2 apples in that cage. Jump! Mushrooms! Let's have some mushrooms, please. No, okay. I don't know that story very well. The grate is cemented. Come on. Okay. Well, shall we try to open the door? You used a cell key. Here we go, people. I still hear the grunting. By the way, what about... Oh, thank you. Let's just steal everything. Sackcloth hood. Is that like a... Can we... Clothes. Can I... So, like disguise. Don't know if I'll be less conspicuous. Cell manifest. Name Tylo. Minstrel. Acts of sedition. So our name's Tylo. Indeed. Okay, it's locked, and I need the screaming door key. Those texts really sort of fade away very quickly. It's. I hope they're not going to be longer, because I barely. I still haven't read, even though they're very short. I haven't read all of them, just seemingly the important parts. Anyway, you have attracted a guard's attention. Quick, go to the chest and hold right and left mouse button to hide. Don't forget you can hide in many different places. Really, I can hide in that thing. Okay. Phew. Oh, there's a rat. That's definitely a rat. This is fantastic. Isn't it beautiful? Yes. I like this game a lot. So, I mean, so far. We haven't played long, but how do I get out of here? That's quick save, yes. Left mouse button, right on. Let's see if there are any other controls I can... Nope. Wow! So we have up, down, left, right, interact, jump, yes, we knew that. Throw, drop, E and F, fine. Sprint, sneak, okay. So if I hold on right mouse button, I sneak. Map, perception. I wonder what that will do. Middle mouse button. He pulls out a candle. And then tucks it away in his waistband. Okay, so that was a sneaking option. Sneak. You can run really fast on all fours. Hold left shift to sprint. Yeah, okay, sure. But isn't he fantastically adorable when sneaking? Look at his little bottom. Wiggle. Wiggle. Let's take some green. You will call him Rattigan. The art style of this game is so beautiful. Well done. I really like these games that talk to you, not as the player, but as the character. Yes. Do we want to hide? Doesn't it, Davey? I'm glad everyone seems to like it. I certainly like it. Shrooms. I have no idea if those are edible or not, but... Ooh, look. We have that's. Can you guys see the symbol up in the left corner? It seems to be a replica in red of this one. What's this stuff? Seems I need to pull this lever. Hello? Old pirate frog. Sure. Hello? What? Ferret's balls! What do you think you're doing, Mousy? Sorry, maybe I shouldn't do that. Barging into my cell uninvited. Do you know who I am? Read footnote. Ferrets are renowned for their wedding festivities, which involve magnificent balls. Oh, sure. Often danced at a breakneck pace. Yes, sure, let's say that. Because I have no idea, huh? Carol Red Whiskers. That's it. Okay. Must have been a while. At least I was. Navigator of the Lake Witch under Captain Otto Powderkeg. More footnotes. This is like reading a Discworld novel with all their footnotes. Anyway, A stocky barrel of a rat with a short fuse. Oh, a stocky barrel of a rat with a short fuse. Captain Otto Powderkeg was captain of the Lake Witch, a galleon that for more than a dozen years terrorized the merchant ships that ferried goods between the 5 great ports of Lake Valia. That must be a large lake then. It said that he'd wax his tail and set it alight before going into battle, and it was this that gave him his name. Okay. Isn't that what, like... Wasn't there a famous pirate who used to put some sort of... Not candles, but something to burn in his beard to make it smoke? I seem to have read that. Captain Powderkeg gained notoriety for his crimes and fame from the handsome wanted poster which he himself had printed up and distributed in order to bolster his renown. The captain was finally captured when his ship wrecked against submerged rocks just off the eastern shore of Lake Valia near Dwindling Heights Keep. The cause of the wreck was never established and will likely remain a mystery, for once the doors of Dwindling Heights closed behind him, the captain was never heard of again. That's a long footnote. How do you call it a footnote when it's like 12 times longer than the text? Blackbeard, thank you, Davey. I love Discworld too. It is a lot of text, isn't it? Continue. So you've come to rob me, have you little scrunt? A word too... A word too rude to define. Really? Scrunt? Let's go with I'm sorry. A mouse is always sorry for something. What a prickly fellow. Every voyage I took with a mouse on board ended in tragedy, and there was always a mouse on board. Oh, he's just a barrel of fun, this guy. Now what is... I guess he's in the stocks, so that might explain his grumpiness, right? Now what is it you want, mousy? I need your... Do I need... Is it fair to ask help of a man who's... Sorry, frog. who's locked up in the stocks? Inside a cell? It's so excessive. Tell me, was it you that helped me escape myself? That seems reasonable to ask. What do these chains tell you, Mousy? Yes, sure, of course. You could have done it before you got locked up, you know. I suppose not. And I wouldn't if I could. Ugh. Racist frog, or speciesist. Yes, exactly. Wow, so we're getting pirate history now for free from Davey. Great. Blackbeard was a cut above the rest, you say? Feel free to expound upon that on the side here. It's I'm curious. I don't remember much from reading about him. That basically the beard, the color of the beard, and the fact that he made it smoke was the two things I remembered. Har! Oh, he's kind of hilarious, isn't he? Okay, please, I need your help. That seems like a fair trade, right? Perhaps I could try and find the key to your chains. Why would I want to be free? You like that? You like it? Being stuck in here? Being free is what got me put in here in the first place. Well, that and the piracy thing. Do you think? No, I've got everything I need right here. Damp air, all the flies I can eat, and my own stool. I'm sure he means that in the least delightful way possible. But there is something down the corridor. The sleeping guard. Oh, he's asleep, is he? I need you to strangle him. No. I'm sure it is, but I'm a minstrel. This guy is kind of horrible. We're no murderer. Why don't you just steal a bottle of his rot gut for me then, and I'll see if I can't help. So, do we think we need a definition on rot gut? Let's check it out, see what it says. An alcohol made from putrescent oleander wood and something of an acquired taste. Coincidentally, taste is the first of the 5 senses to be ruined by rot gut's consumption. Sounds accurate. Let's have a look at him. Did you see him tap his pipe on his stocks there? Yes. That does not look comfortable at all. Man, why did you not want to be set free? Oh, he's got a book too. Oh, is that his stool? Oh, he's talking about that one. Hopefully. Yes, I also hope he means his chair. Otherwise, I still wouldn't want to step in that stuff. Great documentary on YouTube. Good tip, I think. Stick, sure. A sturdy branch, well balanced for throwing. Breaks with a sharp crack. Can be used to create a distraction or dislodge an item from its perch. Oh, I can cycle through tools with my perception button. Wait, what? Wait. It said that this was perception. How is it also used to equip and unequip? Put it away. Take it out. Okay, so if we change to the candle. I'm sorry. I think it said quite definitely, yes, perception. And that's also the middle button. What do you mean perception? If it's tool activation. What an odd thing. Well, let's sneak along. I know that the god is probably in the other direction, but let's get the lay of the land before we do anything. Oh, why is it getting so enormously ominous? That wasn't nice at all. Why? Dark, darker, darker, darker. It's really dark in here. Let's whip out that candle, shall we? Door. You need the sewer key. That seems like a good escape route. I mean, isn't it always in these games? Jail. You must venture through the sewers to get to your freedom. Oh, sure. Now, you have something more to say? Let's just get his rot gut beforehand. Take more grain. Could hide there in an emergency. Sneak. Is that the... Oh, I can't see very clearly. Can you see over there? Is that the guard? Oh, he's sleeping. Little Z's are ascending from what I presume is where his head is. The position of his head. Or location. I can probably hide in this too. Let's try. Shriff? Do you call that hiding? I'm not convinced of its efficacy as a hiding place if you can't submerge your head. Your adorable little head. Jail master key. Do we really have to... Well, what? Red bug. Hello? Oh, we can pick up bugs, can we? Can we also pick up rocks, perhaps? Nope. I should stream this on Twitch, shouldn't I? Thank you for suggesting it. I thought I would. Yeah, okay. I will that. Let's quick save. Oh, it doesn't work unless I'm hiding. Quick save. So, people. I actually thought so too. More trippiness. I hope you're not, you know, don't get car sick or anything. I just think this looks really cool. Phew. Oh, Mr. Cosplayer. He will entertain you while I bring up my. So I changed the name of my Twitch channel to ArteBirklaus for the sake of clarity. So I will switch. I will switch to Twitch now. But let me just get you the channel name. Oh, I have it up here already. Zip and post it in chat. Leif, thank you so much for hanging out. I wish you a good night. Look forward to seeing you here again, and seeing your poem. I didn't see. You dare call me a switcher? Yes, you're fine. That's well. All pirates were indeed nasty. I didn't see that. Did you tell me if you posted your poem anywhere? I'm looking back here through the chat. Don't think so. No. No. Well, if you do, please tell us. We're switching to twitching. Sorry, we're switching to Twitch, Mando. Which is, did you see the link? This one here. I changed the name of my channel to ArteBirklaus because that's more. It was Sir Birklaus before, but I mean, I think it's just as well that it's has the same name. Or something that everyone can easily remember. Yes. So I'll have to turn off streaming a little bit because I've just changed stream keys and such in OBS. But I'll be right back on Twitch. See you there, hopefully. Otherwise, I wish you a very good time of day. Bye.